What's going on YouTube? It's Primitive here bringing you episode 14 of PokéPrep. This is a series where I give you all my best tips and tricks that I've learned from my many years of competing to make you a better player in your mindset, your preparation, and your team building. Today we're going to be talking about how to build confidence in VGC and why it's so important and what's going to do for you. So the first thing that we need to get into is the simple process of how to gain confidence in VGC. First step, you got to identify what areas of your game you are not quite as proficient in. You can do this by taking a bunch of notes. I have multiple PokéPreps in the past that talk about concepts like this on how to identify your weaknesses, so make sure you go back and check those out. And the second step comes in once you figure out what areas you want to start improving upon. You need to then begin making a plan of action on how you're going to implement steps or practices into your daily practice that's going to make you improve in those areas. Then step 3 is you need to start implementing and using these steps every single day that you're practicing. This will improve your knowledge in the game. This will improve your quality of play. And once you are more knowledgeable and have a better quality of play, you're going to start gaining confidence because you're going to have a higher belief in your capabilities of winning. And then step 4, profit. Once you start cycling through steps 1 through 3 multiple times until you are extremely proficient in every area, then you're going to become an amazing player who has extremely strong fundamentals and extremely strong knowledge base. Now let's start talking about the main reasons why you want to prioritize building confidence. The first one is going to be more playtime. The second one is going to be that you're going to have better judgment. And the third is that you're going to have less nerves. So let's go a little bit deeper into those. So first off, when you're confident, you're going to have more playtime. If you're confident, you're going to have less fear of losing. And fear of losing is one of the biggest things that holds players back from really improving. But once you start building confidence, you won't fear losing as much because you're going to understand that losses are actually where growth is made and that you can learn from your losses and figure out what areas you need to improve. And once you have this better mindset of losing is actually going to help you improve and you're not afraid of losing, you're going to start playing the game way more because you're just going to be enjoying it and you're going to be focused on improving. The second one is better judgment. In VGC, it's vital that you have a clear mindset. You need to be able to identify your opponent's game plan, their potential threats, how your game plan is going to interact with their game plan. And going along with the last step, if you play more, you're going to have a way easier time identifying all this because you're going to have such a high volume of different interactions that you've been in that you're probably going to be playing a game that you've already played in the past, or at least a scenario that you've similarly had in the past. And you're going to be able to have way better judgment and more clarity. And when you're confident making these decisions, it allows you to play more confidently and therefore give yourself an edge. If you believe that your opponent has certain items or have certain moves and you want to play around that and you successfully guess, well, then that's not only going to put you ahead, it's going to show that you're confident in the knowledge that you have because you're making plays based off of the many scenarios that you've already played. It's also going to help you a lot in your team building because once you're confident and very knowledgeable in the game, you're going to be able to make better teams. You're going to be more confident in the adjustments that you make to your team because they're going to be solidified by knowledge that you have from all the games that you played. And the most important one is you're going to have less nerves. When you're confident in yourself and you're confident in your play, you're confident that you have the proper knowledge needed to succeed, then you're going to have a lot less nerves because you're going to know that you've put in the work and the time to improve and that your opponents should be afraid of you and you're not afraid of your opponents. And when you're confident, you're going to have a boosted excitement because this is going to be an opportunity for you to prove yourself and show yourself what you're made of, and that can cause a lot of excitement when you're trying to improve because, like I said, players who are confident understand that losses lead to growth. So even if you go into this and lose, you can only learn from it and come back bigger and better. Now, those were just a few different things that confidence can help you with. Those are the 3 major ones, and there's a little bit of subsections in between, so we're just going to cut it there. I understand that this is a bit shorter of a PokéPrep, but the PokéPrep series was focused on outside game tips that are going to help you improve as a player, and so this did fit the PokéPrep algorithm. Although it is a bit shorter than the other PokéPreps, like I've said multiple times, the length of this video does not show the value of it. I hope this is able to help you, and I thank you for watching. If you're interested in more VGC improvement content, my socials are going to be linked down below, where you're going to find my Twitter, my Twitch, and my blog, all of which are having a lot of VGC improvement content or just regular VGC content being posted on them. Since this is the last PokéPrep that is currently out, there won't be any more videos coming up, and so if you are interested in checking out all the other type of content that I have on my blog, make sure you check that out because there are many articles in there to help you improve that don't focus on outside of the game and do focus inside of the game, so you get a little bit of both worlds and you can ultimately become a much better player. But with that being said, I will see you next time for the 15th and final installment of PokéPrep. When that does come out, this video will be coming out with the blog, so I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.